Hey guys, this is Ben from Tilmor. Today we're going to be doing a fluid check on the Tilmor 520. There's four of these that need to be done every time before you operate the tractor. But before that we do that, we need to go in here, we need to disconnect the battery and pull up on your emergency brake lever. The first one that we're going to get to is the hydraulics. And to check those properly, you need to have both hitches in the upwardmost position. You can refer to your sticker in here on the inside electrical panel to determine where the fluid needs to be. In order to check the oil, you're going to need to start the tractor and lower the rear hitch so the rear door comes open. And then once you shut the tractor off, make sure you hit the battery disconnect switch as well. So next what we're going to check is we're going to walk around here and check the antifreeze. You want it in about the middle of the reservoir there. For some reason, if this reservoir is empty, you're going to want to get in here and check the top of the radiator. To do that, just open the cap. And you're going to want to make sure that the antifreeze is at the bottom of the fill neck. Next, what you're going to want to look at is the fuel sight glass, and what you're checking for is a brown, murky substance in the bottom of the sight glass, and if there is, it means there's water in it, and that we'll need to drain that. We'll refer to that into another video. The fourth fluid that we're going to check is the oil. You're going to want a clean, lint-free rag, but just pull the dipstick out. I wipe it one time, put it back in, put it clear in, pull it clear out, and you want that oil in between these two marks. If the oil is above the top mark, you want to drain some oil out, and if the oil is below the bottom mark, you want to add oil to get it into that operating range. And to check all these fluids, you want to check them at the beginning of the day before you start and run the tractor. That way it's not up to operating temperature, and that is the best way to do it and the safest way to do it. The next 3 points need to be checked at every oil change, unless you have a known leak, and then if you have a known leak, check them every time you use the tractor until you can get that leak fixed. The first one that we're going to go to is the brake fluid, and it's located behind this panel right at the driver's feet. Remove those 4 bolts and remove the panel, and there's your brake fluid reservoirs. There's 2 reservoirs. You flip that off there and you pull the cap off, and there's your brake fluid. You want to make sure that brake fluid, it's in between a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch down, and you can add whatever you need if you need to bring the fluid up a little bit. Let's go ahead and we'll set this off to the side. The next one is our 4-speed transmission. We're going to want to release the seat latch, pull the seat forward. And there's the plug for the 4-speed transmission. That plug is actually, this is what you're going to get when you pull it out. It's going to have an aluminum washer and a plug. You're going to want to make sure that washer's back on there and clean with a lint-free cloth when you put it back into the transmission. When you pull that out, the fluid level is, you want it basically at the bottom of this fill port or just seeping into the threads a little bit. That's the proper level. So that's the 4-speed. And then the next is the final drives that are on the wheels down here. And this is the plug for that. And you're going to want to basically clean that and maybe put a little bit of hydraulic oil on that to lube that O-ring when you put it back in. And those final drive plugs are down under here. There's one here, and there's one over here. And those are the same. You want that fluid to basically be at the bottom of that fill port or running into the threads just a little bit. It's crucial that on the plug for the 4-speed that you do not over tighten this plug because you can damage the threads in the transmission and then it will not seal properly. So there we have it. There's the 3 that you need to check at every oil change. And if you look here at the front of the seat, this helps you with intervals, and it helps you with fluid specifications and the proper amount to put in each area. Also, if you need to review any procedures or fluid specifications, it is in your operating manual. So that's basically it on checking all your fluids on your Tilmor 520 tractor. If there's anything else you guys want to see, please reach out, let us know. We'll try to get a video as soon as we can. Thank you.